Welcome to Tubbie Talk. We're a group of nerdy best friends hop online to talk about everything life, parenthood, gaming, and probably embarrass themselves. Howdy, y'all, and welcome to episode 4 of Tubbie Talk. Thanks for tuning in today. We have a super lively topic, guilty pleasures on the plate. We're going to do a little bit of a discussion first off, and then we're going to hear from each Tubbie regarding any past experiences they've had, and end off with a fun game of two truths and a lie. Let's start off with some quick introductions from our hosts today. Up first, we have Trevor.
Hey, yo.
Then we got Kennedy over here.
Hey, everyone.
And ending off with Sierra.
Hey, guys.
And ending off with me, the host extraordinaire, Danny. Welcome. How's everyone doing this week?
You know, okay. We got hit with a pretty gnarly cold. So we're on the tail end of that. So that's nice to kind of be over it. But
That's good.
Yes. And sadly for me, my maternity leave has ended, and it was my first week back.
No.
Indeed. So, but
It was a good run.
It was. But no, I'm very blessed. I get to work from home, so I'm still with the kiddos. It's just now we're juggling 2 kids and work, so it's taking
That's
some
a lot.
experimenting. Yeah. So
Yeah, juggling kids is tough. Those are heavy, heavy things.
especially ours, they're full conkers.
The kids are entertaining, though. The oldest one has picked up a new habit of communicating with our neighbor's dog. Barking.
Ooh.
Yeah, he is
Got it.
barking at the other's dog across the way. He'll get in the window and just start barking. Normally the other dog barks first, so he's just responding.
Oh, okay. So he's not
Yeah.
initiating.
No. We don't have the
Quite
shot
yet.
collar for him yet. No.
Yeah.
Has he taken dog barking 101 yet? It's pretty challenging from what I've heard.
No.
Dialect.
He's 2, so we haven't put him in any school. He's kind of learning on the
Suck.
fly. Yeah.
He's self-teaching.
Yeah.
Self-taught.
That's so interesting.
All
Does your
right,
neighbor's dog, is it an annoying dog?
Yeah.
Which neighbor? The one behind?
Yeah.
The one he
they'll-
communicates with.
Normally it's that one, I think, because that one barks when we're out in the backyard at us.
Yeah, that one unfortunately doesn't have very good owners, so they don't get walked or played with,
Oh,
so they're
that's sad.
very misbehaved. So they're just little
Are they
punks.
venting to
Yeah.
him?
Maybe.
Could be, and maybe the oldest
I hate
understands.
life. My owners suck.
Take me on a walk. Take me with you.
And he's just saying no.
You know what's one of my biggest fears about having neighbors with dogs is they're gonna throw the dog feces over the fence into our yard.
I'd throw it back.
That'd be that scares me. They do
You
that.
mean in a bag?
Why would
right?
they do that?
No, I don't know. That's one of the fears I have.
Don't cook more. We have cat poo we can throw back, so they'll get theirs
Oh,
back
The
and
war
more.
Yeah.
of the feces.
Stick it to the side of their house. Speaking of feces, we have more poop story. It was a big day today, monumental. So I went to GameStop this week, and
And they just sell feces now.
They sell poop. They sell poop emojis.
And
It's
I
great.
pooped my pants.
No,
afterwards.
the oldest boy and I picked out a big Pokemon box, of Pokemon cards, put it on top of the
Ooh.
toilet on the back,
Oh,
and if he
no.
pooped in the toilet, he'd get it. And
Okay.
it happened today. He
Wow.
pooped in the toilet today.
Oh.
The monumental day. So we had to open
Congratulations.
Pokemon
That's actually very
cards.
exciting.
It only took a $20 box of Pokemon cards.
$20 per.
I mean,
per
that
poop.
seems like a pretty good deal. Oh, per poop is a different story.
Oh, listen, Trevor was trying to give him everything. We can play Rocket League, and you gave him some other thing. I was like, you need to he's gonna have more
Every
poops.
time
You
he
gotta
goes,
save
he's
him.
like, pay up.
Okay, what's
Exactly.
next?
Yeah.
You need
Yeah.
to install a setup on the toilet so that way he just sits there.
For the child, not for Trevor at all.
Yeah.
Yes, of course.
Yeah.
I'm trying to help you out here, buddy.
When he does sit there, he'll just start grabbing toilet paper and just like feed it straight into the toilet. Like I have to catch
Oh,
him and move the
no,
toilet paper.
that's
So
so
he'll just go from
valuable.
the toilet paper
Mhm.
to the toilet and just
You gotta
rope it
threaten
in.
him with the one ply. He doesn't know that pain.
He wanted some privacy, so I'm like there on the other side of the door. And it's just so cute hearing toddlers because he's just like, he's just making, not like pooping. No, he's just like,
It's like,
He's like
what do I
contemplating
do
life.
now?
He is.
I'm here now.
Yeah, what am I
just
doing?
waiting to go poo.
All my 2 years. That's really cute.
Yeah.
At least he's not barking.
On the
Yeah.
toilet.
Mm-hmm.
We'll take the wins when we get him because he's still like,
Yes.
yeah. Anything else, Kennedy?
Me? No, I would like to give a big shout out. And unfortunately, this is not sponsored.
Oh no.
But this week, I have a little snack highlight I would like to share. And it is ice cream for bears. And in the midst of us being sick, since this ice cream is made with just raw honey, it actually felt really nice on the throat. And it was like, it was a pleasure eating ice cream while sick and also like having it make me feel good. So
Wow.
thank you, Ice Cream for Bears. You won't hear this. Thank you. Now that's currently my go-to ice
I'm
cream.
kind
I
of
get
shook
the
you just said that, but I want to know what flavor you get. What do you get?
yes, Choc-ternal. So it's a
Okay.
chocolate.
Yes, I've
The
had
other
that
ones
one
are-
before.
Oh,
The other ones are
yes.
not good.
I don't like. We
I like
only
the
went for-
lavender one.
We don't
See,
have that up here.
Yeah, we only have like
Oh.
vanilla, butterscotch, and then the chocolate one.
Okay, I've been thinking about ice cream for bears for the past like 3 days. Like I literally
Amazing.
almost went and bought it like today.
Yes. Just so our listeners know who haven't eaten this, it's only got like 5 ingredients. It's got milk, cream, raw honey, skim milk, egg yolk, cocoa, and butter. So cocoa, obviously, in the chocolate one. But really,
Lots of
nothing in
different
there.
kinds of milk.
You got
It's like
milk
3
and
kinds of
skim
milk.
and then
And
cream,
cream.
which is it's like skinny fat and then just in the middle.
Inclusive.
I usually don't like ice cream when I'm sick. Does the honey, because it usually like hurts afterwards. The honey's enough to like soothe your throat.
For me, it was
Interesting.
very nice.
Like medicine.
I did once this last time that I was sick. Danny's mom gave us this like throat spray, and it's made with like bee propolis and manuka honey. And I have had one before, so I was thinking, okay, this will be just like the one I've had before. And I sprayed it in my throat, and it immediately made my throat numb, but like in the best way ever.
Like taking a shot.
The pain was gone. It was so good. Honestly, they should sponsor us because I will recommend it to everybody. It was incredible. So
This is our shout out to our sponsors episode. Please sponsor us.
this
We
is
wanna
our
go.
dream
Please.
sponsor.
Yeah.
Just honey products.
Yes. Bees. We
All
want
the
to sponsor
honey.
all bees in America.
Sponsored by bees.
You're doing great work. Keep it up. We appreciate you.
Honestly.
Oh man.
Oh, man.
How was your guys' week?
Our week was good. Nothing of note really happened, but I guess I will share that I did go on some beach walks this week.
Ooh, amazing.
It was like sunny, but it wasn't too hot. It was really nice and beautiful. We saw a family of seals, and it was just really wholesome and sweet. We got a little coffee and just walked on the beach, except Danny wasn't there, but just me and the baby.
Oh, wonderful.
She got coffee too.
Yes,
Amazing.
exactly.
Oh, that sounds so lovely.
And it was just really nice and wholesome. So that's what I'll share for the week. Danny, how about you?
My week was pretty good. It was definitely a little different. I was driving about hour and a half every day.
Ugh.
And they have this thing, if people aren't aware, California, at least in LA area, called Fast Track.
Oh yeah.
And it's basically like pay to win, or you pay a fee and you just get to go in like a carpool lane thing. And I had that last time I was doing this for a while, and driving an hour and a half. I mean, granted, I'm only driving 30 miles, maybe less, to work for just a week, and it felt like the longest longest days of my life driving in that traffic in rush hour.
Wasn't there an accident like every single
Oh,
day?
yes, of course.
Oh
of
my
course.
gosh.
Yeah, and you don't
Crazy.
have the cheat
The cheat code.
to get through the traffic, and it just oh my gosh.
Disgusting.
Speaking of the cheat code, I
Nasty.
keep getting texts saying I have to pay a fine, but we don't have that anywhere near North Idaho. I keep getting spam, like fraud texts for saying it's fast track bills. I'm like, I've never taken that in my life.
You're like, I've heard of this from the spam.
Yeah. So I know
So-
exactly what you're
Interesting.
talking about.
Thank you. Yeah, it's not as effective in different states, but yeah.
But the
so,
annoying thing is it's more expensive based on the time of day. So
Oh my gosh.
like if you go at 5 p.m., sometimes it's like $12 for to use the toll. But then if you
my.
go at like 11 a.m. or whatever, it's like $3.
That is
So
insane.
it's kind of like prepaid, like you just load a bunch in there and then it just takes it out. But it's
Whoa.
it's expensive.
it's crazy. Think of like toll roads on steroids.
Mhm.
You just need to get a helicopter.
Honestly, I'll thank you, Kennedy. I'll take
Make
your
the
advice.
investment. It'll pay
We
off.
can visit you guys now just via helicopter.
Yeah. You could do tours on the side.
Ironically, I'm more comfortable in helicopters than planes, so maybe we
That's
should do it.
interesting. Because I think
It's really
technically
stupid.
the safety is flip flopped.
Yeah,
I mean, look at the most recent thing that happened. Wasn't that
Yeah.
I know. It was a
Yeah,
helicopter.
awful.
And yeah, you think that being high up in the air is the scariest part, but really it's takeoff and landing is
Mhm.
the most
Mm.
dangerous. But my brain again just doesn't make sense, and it feels safe the moment we start descending. So
Interesting.
yeah,
Besides that, that if you just heard that, you'd think, "Oh, your week sucked," and then you would be correct. But today, I got some bags of extra cheddar goldfish, which I haven't had in a while because it's not healthy with yellow 4, 5, 6, whatever it is.
yep.
But we don't know if that's going away or not with the new
Administration.
administration of
Potentially.
health. So I
Yeah.
gotta get my unhealthy snacks when I can.
Right.
It's definitely a little bit of a guilty pleasure. Which speaking of guilty pleasures, let's do a little bit of a transition into our next topic, which will be kind of a discussion about just guilty pleasures in general. So I'll start us off with a definition of just online, what it is, okay?
Mm. Okay.
Just chat GPP. Chat PP. GT.
Hello?
Yeah.
Which one is? I've never used that one before.
I'm not using that one.
That's a PP.
I don't know.
A wee wee.
Wee.
Chat to wee wee.
Don't use that
I
one.
will say that it's so annoying how now when you Google something, the first thing that shows up is the AI.
Yes.
And
And
apparently
it's
that's
always
super
correct.
unreliable.
It's
I like it.
100%. No,
No, it's not
terrible.
always accurate.
It's
Yeah.
If you scroll down, like the first article usually contradicts it. I'm
Yeah,
like,
They
great.
100%.
pull from random websites.
They probably pulled from chat
Chat
PPP
wee
or
wee.
whatever, you know?
Chat PPP.
Are we okay? What's going on?
So the definition, not according to the AI, of a guilty pleasure is an activity, habit, food, etc. that a person feels shame or guilt for enjoying, often because they're scared that they're going to be judged by others.
Mm.
So, with that being said, I just want to throw the question out there to you guys, to the Tubbs. What?
That's us.
Yes. Thank you.
I'm a four-legged tub. A clawfoot. tub.
Our tubs are like, ooh, finally I get to answer a question.
I'm one of those wooden tubs that from like the medieval days where it's
You're
just
just
like
a bucket.
big bucket.
Oh,
I'm a luxury bathtub if anyone wants to know.
I don't know.
Yeah, you have jets.
With the jets. Yeah,
Oh,
exactly.
of course.
Can I be a
Fancy.
standing shower? Like just one with a sliding glass door?
Oh,
Oh no.
Anyways,
The first question I have for us is, what is a guilty pleasure to you? So, what do you identify a guilty pleasure as, or what
Like
does
an
it mean to
example
you?
or just in general?
Just in
Like
general.
our
What does it-
definition?
yeah, what does it mean to you?
I think it means just something that, like you said, it's not too serious, but it's like if you something you enjoy, but you kind of don't want other people to know. Like, but it's not like necessarily bad. It's just you would be slightly embarrassed if somebody found out, is kind of what I think.
I also think, like, for that, and then there's also for me, like, it's something I enjoy doing, but maybe there's something that theoretically should be a bigger priority for me to do happening. I should be focusing on that, but I don't really want to do that. I'm going to do this other thing. And so, but I still feel guilty because I should be working on this, but I'm not going to. So does that make sense?
Because you're procrastinating.
Yeah, like, I know, yeah. But yes.
I think I'm more aligned with the definition. I enjoy doing it, but I feel a little guilty afterwards. But it doesn't like ruin my day. But I'm like, I probably shouldn't have done that, but it's fine. I liked it.
Yeah. That sounds about right.
Why do you think people feel guilty about something that you enjoy? Because at the end of the day, if you're doing like it's something you like, you know.
Yeah, that's the sad thing. I think society comes into like too big of a play. So like let's say, yeah, you got a whole pizza and you down that baby and it's good. You know, society's like, you don't do that. You have one slice, okay? You're a fatty if you have a whole pizza. Like so then my opinion society weighs a little too heavily and we care what other people think of us. So
yeah, it's true.
Yeah, I do that every Thursday.
The pizza?
Yeah.
Amazing.
Not one slice, the whole thing.
I mean, every time I get a pizza from Blaze Pizza, that whole thing, you best believe it's going to be gone.
I know.
10 minutes.
Doesn't eat a whole pizza. Like, that's just normal at this point.
At this point, it's like
one slice? That's weird. One slice.
I don't want to be in that
Who are
society.
You? That's
just,
a snack.
you might as well not eat it. Exactly.
Like, no.
I think it's just a big social construct that the world is made and we should all hate. No, I don't know. I have no idea.
So deep. I kind of agree, like, with Kennedy that it's just, yeah, we worry about what other people think of us. But I do also think, like Trevor said, there's sometimes that self voice in our head that's telling us you should have been doing this other thing, or maybe you ate that whole pizza, but you know that you didn't eat all that pizza. So, but then in my mind, then it's not a guilty pleasure because like I don't enjoy it at that point. So I guess it's more other people's judgment that I'm worried about.
See, I think that's why it's different for me because I don't care too much about what other things of me, like other people think of me. Like that's just not something that's ingrained in me too much. Like this is something that's there, but like so that's why it's like I to myself like, man, I really shouldn't be playing to 2:00 in the morning. I should be getting sleep or spending time with someone else. Like, but no, that's not what I'm gonna do. But like, so for me, it's almost like the guilt and the guilty pleasure is put upon myself. I don't know.
Yeah,
self-inflicted.
It's rare that I get embarrassed, and I think that might be.
That's impressive.
Might be a reason. Interesting.
Yeah.
Just missing that embarrassment.
What about you, Danny? What do you think?
I think that I agree that like the guilt is most of the time silly, you know, like to quote High School Musical, you gotta break the status quo sometimes.
What a quote.
You know, enjoy baking a creme brulee or something.
Yeah.
Holy. Yes.
We're showing our age.
Yeah, I'm dating myself just a little bit.
What a show. If you kids haven't seen that, go watch it.
Hey, I'm the old Tubbie, okay? I have
to be fair, I haven't actually seen them all. I think I've seen 3. Like number 3.
Oh, that's the worst one. I think there's
them.
only 3.
I think I've seen all of them.
Or wait,
that's the worst
up. Which one? Which one do they go work on? Like,
oh no,
the summer job. Is that 2? Okay,
that's
I've seen 2.
That one's amazing. I Don't Dance. What a bop.
Oh, I'm not saying it's bad. Yeah, I myself have not seen.
Glad you're not saying that.
Whoa, this is where you get
no,
the guilty pleasure now is going to be.
See Zac Efron coming up over the hill.
Yeah,
like
exactly.
Humping
all right, I got to share. So the not the I Don't Dance, but Bet on It, right?
Yes.
Bet on It from 2.
Yep.
So it was on DVR at the time. We're going to age ourselves, right? And so I recorded High School Musical 2 when I was, I think, like 14. I memorized that song to try to impress like my church friends. So like I have to this day like the bet on it, like it's still
you know the choreography.
No, not gonna stop till I get to the top. That's who I see. Like I know that whole song. So there you go. Yeah.
Wow.
Thank you, Danny, for letting me share that little piece of me.
That's a really fun fact.
Yeah.
So there we go.
I don't feel any guilt.
Oh, okay. Well, never mind. That's not a guilty pleasure.
That is just a pleasure.
Yeah, that's a proud pleasure. Yeah.
So if you guys are curious, that will be on our Patreon. Is Trevor's?
No.
Oh yes,
Trevor's
amazing.
Full performance.
Yeah.
They can submit ones for you to start memorizing.
Yep.
Yes.
You do bet on it, and I'll do the baseball one.
Yeah, I don't dance. The superior song, in my humble
absolutely
opinion.
Wrong.
What's the third? Like, what's like the big solo on the third one?
No one knows. That movie sucks.
It doesn't exist.
They're all bad.
Is it not like when they're in like the like trash compactor area with all the cars and stuff in there?
What?
Sound familiar to anyone else?
What?
No.
I don't remember.
Not getting that. Star
I'm pretty
Wars
sure-
trash compactor?
No, it's.
Oh,
You don't
please.
remember, Danny? You know what other movies from the era that I really liked was like Halloween Town. Every October, I would always love to watch. Those are just, that's a guilty pleasure. Like that. Because like those movies were awful, but like that and like Goosebumps, those had to be on. Like I was looking forward all year to those.
I mean, to
Oh
some
my
people, those
gosh.
are kind of classic. So
Yeah.
I get
Like
that.
the only books I read when I was a kid. Goosebumps.
I read the bumps.
I read those bumps.
Okay.
My favorite bumps.
Like reading the Braille or something. Like, reading the bumps.
You gotta cut that out. You can't leave that in.
I'm glad we're not recording video. I went like this. Oh Lord, thank you for my sight.
Oh, where are you going?
Danny's left the
Turning
building.
on the fan.
He's gone.
What's happening?
Okay. Can guilty pleasures be beneficial?
I think they can, because there are ways to relax and unwind that are maybe not so good for you. Like exactly, like maybe like, I don't know, different vices, like whether it's shopping or whatever, overeating, stuff like that. That's like you're not even enjoying anymore, and it's like harmful to you. But if you have a random guilty pleasure that's not that harmful, maybe it's a little embarrassing, but you just do that instead, I think that can be actually really healthy.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
You know?
Absolutely. I think it's a great stress reliever and like a mental boost. I think if you just can get over the guilt and make it just a pleasure, I think it can give it like, what is it, serotonin or whatever they call it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes.
I completely agree.
You could even maybe consider like a long bath like a guilt pleasure, because it could almost tie into like Trevor's view of a guilty pleasure. Like, oh, I should be cleaning or taking care of this, but I'm like taking this time to like soak, and it can,
it's like a reward.
Honestly,
Yeah,
Absolutely. I think
it's true.
Bath soak's a good reward.
We are here on the Tubbies. We love good bath and tub jokes.
if you couldn't tell.
Yeah, if you're curious.
Welcome to the tub joke corner of the world. How did we get our name? It was one big tub.
Just one.
Danny, what do you think on that topic?
I don't know. I do think that in general they can be quite beneficial. Specifically, like Kenny was saying, if the guilt is kind of really inflated and put on it like more than it should be. Like if it shouldn't be really that guilty, then it's not that big of a deal. But as long as, like you said, it's not too harmful, I think it's, but again, it can be different for everyone. Like different things can be harmful for different people. So
Right.
I think it's not like a black and white, but I think that in general, if they're just small, silly things, then absolutely they can be beneficial.
It depends on the guilty pleasure too, because sometimes some people's guilty pleasure actually is something that maybe isn't like great for them.
Yeah.
So like maybe they do it in moderation or whatever, but it depends why you're feeling the guilt.
Oh, interesting.
Goes back to that. So
there's also some cases like, for me, some guilty pleasures are like if I'm upset, I would want to go eat Panda Express, right? Like I'm almost doing that as like an addiction at that point instead of like I guess it's still guilty pleasure because I'm gonna feel guilty afterwards. But boy, that Panda Express was so good at the time.
Right.
But like I guess in a sense that's a guilty pleasure too.
Mm-hmm.
I guess. I mean, are you really? You said you're not that guilty about it. I mean, if it's just comfort food, you know.
You're doing it out of like spite, right? Like that can't like you're doing it because you're upset.
Yeah, it's not healthy for you.
I'm gonna eat this huge pile of noodles and orange chicken.
Yeah,
Right.
I was gonna ask, what is your Panda Express order?
Oh, I'm wonderful. I do half rice, half chow mein, orange chicken, Beijing beef, and then the other one I kind of toss up. Sometimes I get the special. Or maybe I'll just get on the side of orange chicken or another one. Yeah.
Not a broccoli beef guy.
Not a broccoli beef guy. I know a broccoli beef gal.
I know. I love the broccoli beef.
Yeah.
Yeah. Good.
I agree. Broccoli beef king.
Yes.
Paired with orange chicken is the best marriage ever. So.
Wow. Wrong.
Better than our own.
Yeah.
Let
us know what your favorite.
What was your favorite marriage? Yeah.
What's your favorite marriage? What's your favorite marriage of all time? Interesting question. Wow. For another day. I'd have to think about that for a long time.
I mean, I think guilty pleasures do also go in, just like you were saying, the realm of, you know, if it's a sin, then obviously it's you know, that's the reason that guilt is wrong.
Yes.
So
Yeah.
I think the reason for the guilt is very specific and would depend on if it's beneficial or not.
Yeah.
I like this. Yeah, I felt like we were all in the same tub for once.
All in the same tub.
Finally, a joint tub. Community tub.
It's just a hot tub that exists.
That's what people are here for, the tub puns. So we're going to jump into a story time now.
Don't throw out the tubbies with the bathwater. Is that work?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Don't throw out the tubbies with bathwater. Got it.
I love it. Perfect.
Sure.
I'm actually going to start this off by just reading off some of the funnier. Again, I'm not putting any guilt on these guilty pleasures, but they're just, you know, I just found they're really funny.
Some examples.
Just a couple of random examples.
Okay.
So the first one that I saw was, and I'll just read it as the people. I'm not going to name names, of course. Don't want to throw anyone under the bus. But I'll read it as this person. Being 100% honest, I love the feeling of a solid nose picking. Never been a picker and licker. That's gross. But it is so satisfying to clean that guy out every so often.
Yes.
Nice.
The next one is Korean soap operas, period. I cannot understand a word they're saying, but I am hooked. I get it. I get it sometimes. I get it.
All right.
Next one is Taco Bell. I always say Taco Bell sucks. I'd rather have the real taco. But secretly, it's better than the real thing.
That's just yours, Danny. That's your. You submitted that.
Whoa.
Wait, I think these are actually. Are these all yours?
Yeah, these are just his.
No names.
I think these are all yours.
The last one is it just said anime. Lots and lots of anime.
Oh my gosh.
So you know, not saying names, but do you guys have any funny stories of guilty pleasures a little bit wilder or things that you've heard or maybe past guilty pleasures that you can, you know, laugh about now?
I have one that's
Okay.
we have to start off with. So I used to work at a grocery store in technically like a couple different departments, but like the produce department. And one of the guilty pleasures I'd already have is because you could sample stuff because you have to know what it tastes like to explain it to the customer, right?
Like an apple. You're like, ooh, I've never had an apple before.
I'm like, what is this apple? This is a pink lady. This must be.
Oh,
what is
that's
this
crazy.
And so like you could taste and sample and stuff like that.
Oh.
So
it tastes like a pink lady.
It tastes like a pink lady apple. Wow. So like, you know, there's no cameras in the freezer.
Oh Did you just like pound like 5 apricots or something?
No, kumquats. Those things are delicious and expensive.
You were just eating
Your laugh didn't even come through because you hit a level. You're
the pit.
still not coming through.
Okay, I went too high for the microphone to cut. But like they're like little tiny oranges that you just eat whole. And wow, my glasses are falling off.
Oh my
What's happening?
What
I don't know.
the heck? Trevor's just eating the kumquats in the
I'm eating the
freezer.
kumquat.
Okay.
I'm eating the kumquats in the freezer. So I probably had like a good $25 worth of kumquats on like the period.
Per shift.
Oh man. So like that's
Like, no, I don't need to eat lunch.
no, I don't need a lunch break. I'm good.
He was Squidward locked in with the Krabby Patties.
Yeah, literally.
Yeah.
I left.
And kumquats.
I had a lot of free samples.
How did you eat things from the freezer if they're frozen?
Oh,
I've
like
been worked
it's
in
a
a
refrigerator. It's like not a freezer, like a refrigerator.
okay.
It's like a walk-in.
Just breaking your teeth, swallowing them whole.
That's not like I'd sit back there and eat all the broccoli or anything like that. It's
I
just
thought
the
you
good
would
stuff.
like take the kumquats from the shelf into the freezer.
Oh,
that's
just
a good
straight
idea.
from the
And then
That's a
freezer.
good idea. No, I was in like high school and stuff, so like it was a long time ago.
Yeah.
But
I had no morals.
I definitely indulged on some of the sampling when needed.
That's such an interesting random fruit.
I mean, it's a crazy rule because like, couldn't you technically just say I was sampling them? Like, what are they gonna?
Everyone wanted to know what a kumquat tasted like.
I mean, I want to know what one tastes like now. I have no idea. Now I'm really
And I have to keep
curious.
refreshing my mind.
Someone there was trying to say they were sampling the beer one time. That was a thing.
Oh,
Just
nice
sampling
try.
the beer.
Oh.
I mean, there's
Okay.
a lot of different types of beer, so
Needless to
sampled
say,
for quite a while.
they got let go. But yeah.
Yeah. They
Oh.
never caught you.
Not
If
till
they
now.
did, I was such a good worker. They didn't care. Like, that's his bonus for the quarter. Let him go.
Just the mental image of walking in and someone's just like snacking in the
handful
fridge.
of kumquats.
Like a
Oh my
squirrel.
I just go out and then like I just got kumquats all in my mouth.
Like a chipmunk.
Someone asks you a question, like
That's
fluffy bunny.
hilarious.
If you've never had a kumquat, you need to go get a kumquat.
All right.
Okay.
Yeah. Try it. Just ask for a sample.
That's gross.
Oh no.
Yeah.
I'm afraid he's gonna previously eaten one.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
Thank you for your candor.
Yeah.
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 Anyone else?
Yes, I would like to hop on this because I forgot about the story and Trevor's story reminded me of it. So I too was in high school. And it too involved a freezer. So no, my first job was a sub shop job. And I closed a lot. So I was the only person in there. And so you have your subs, and with a sub shop, you have your cookies.
Yep.
Oh no.
I'm closing at night all by myself. I probably make, I would say, 15 to 20 trips in and out of that freezer, grabbing chocolate chip, frozen cookie dough, snickerdoodle.
Oh my gosh.
Oh my
I like that you
God.
went in separate. Like you were like, "This is the last one," and then you were like closing. They're like, "Nope, I need another one."
Well, because we did have cameras, but not in that office that the
Right.
freezer was in. So I
Right.
can't.
Oh my gosh.
I have to
Oh,
act like
man.
I'm going in there for a reason.
True.
Oh,
I love how
yes.
all of ours are food related. Mine is like
yes.
double whammy, so mine is food. But when I was around, I think I was 13-ish, 14 maybe, definitely middle school. My family didn't have a TV and I wasn't allowed to watch anything anyways, but I discovered how to like download TV shows, like basically just on the internet somehow.
Very nice.
And I, for some reason, I don't know how I found out about it, but I became very intrigued and like obsessed with Desperate Housewives.
Oh my gosh.
And so I remember watching, like, there's so many episodes of Desperate Housewives. And I remember so many days just sitting like in my room and eating this specific trail mix with like peanut butter chips and yogurt and raisins and stuff, like just like a huge bag of trail mix.
Oh yeah.
At what age was this?
Probably like 14, 13.
Oh my god, Desperate
Love it.
Housewives of 14.
That's
I
what I'm
don't even recommend
saying.
it now. Like I tried to watch it probably a few years ago for the nostalgia, and it's bad. It's not a good show. But I loved it, and I was just like, gotta see what happens next. And that was my stress relief at the ripe old age
14.
of 14.
Wow.
Was just sitting in my room eating trail mix.
Wow.
Would you say that's your
Watching
favorite marriage? The Desperate Housewives?
And no, I would say those are some of my least favorites of all time. They're pretty bad. Yeah, that was also a deep unlocked memory that I discovered when contemplating this.
Yeah.
But
Jeez.
yeah,
So many deep
so many
things.
snack related ones too. I love it.
Yeah.
I literally have more food ones.
Oh, I have countless food ones.
I have some food ones on there too. Don't worry.
These aren't super long. I would just like to give honorable mentions because I don't have these guilty pleasures anymore. But Jack in the Box, baby, when that sriracha burger was in,
Wow.
and with the side of curly fries and
those curly fries. That's
and
a
then
good marriage.
yes, absolutely. And then I would get the Oreo shake, but mix it with the chocolate ice cream. So it's a
What?
chocolate
Whoa.
Oreo shake. Oh my
Whoa.
gosh, that was. But they have since gotten rid of that burger. There is a subreddit about everyone expressing their extreme heartbreak and displeasure and
As they should.
that it has been removed. Absolutely.
Petition to bring it back.
Yes. And then from my childhood, because this was like, let's say 3rd grade, 4th grade, we had a deep fryer at my parents'. And like, so day one, right? You're just trying all the different combos.
Yes.
And I don't know who did it. I feel like it was my dad. So we'll see. He had the brilliant idea to take a burrito and deep fry that baby. And it was
what
choice. I
What
still
kind of
dream
burrito
about
was
those. It was like those frozen like Del Monte burritos, like bean and cheese or like bean and beef.
Isn't that just what a there is a name for that? Yes.
Yes, I think this hit just an even crunchier level. I just remember they were so good, but not anymore. But I still think about them honestly every now and then.
Sounds insane.
Oh, honey.
These are past, right? Past.
Yeah.
They are past.
You just daydream about the burrito.
I do dream about it.
It's like that meme where it's like, I bet she's thinking about other guys. It's like just the burrito.
Frozen burrito.
100%.
We took our cat to Jack in the Box a few times.
Oh, yes.
That's how crazy we were.
What did he order?
He would have eaten everything.
Oh, yeah. Give
so
him
you
anything.
just took him because you couldn't leave him alone?
We just
or
wanted
just to have. Oh, okay.
Just because we could. Jack in the Box, to put it in a very dangerous perspective, was literally 3 minutes away.
Yep.
It was through a light right down the way.
Yep.
Dang.
So 12 a.m. between 12 and 1 a.m. we're rolling up.
They saw us coming. They started. They knew
were like,
our order.
The people with the cat.
Yeah.
They're coming back again.
Getting that sriracha burger ready.
Oh my.
Danny, what about you?
I think the craziest food guilty pleasure I have is probably candy corn. I was so embarrassed because everyone exactly this reaction every time I said it to anyone was always like, "It's so nasty, it's terrible, it's just straight sugar," and I was like, "It's delicious."
I can still feel like the sugar burning into my teeth from eating it.
Yeah, I did lose a couple teeth to that phase, but
yeah,
but it was worth it. I have since vowed and I'm clean, but
you didn't have it this past year.
If I could.
I have a very important question in regards to this. Did you just eat the candy corn whole, or did you eat it by color? Like eat it down?
Chomp it up. Mm-hmm.
No.
Yep.
Yeah, that's how I ate it. Eat it by the bit. Yep.
Mm-hmm. Color. You're right. Good job, hun.
That's how it has to be.
Absolutely.
That's
perfect lines. You got to chomp into him.
Ever. Like just the tiniest little bite of each
but
color.
The flavor.
Oh, absolutely.
Are they different?
No.
Yep.
Oh.
In your mind, you paint them. I painted them to be different flavors. The orange obviously has a slight orange cream flavor.
It's like a pumpkin spice flavor. I'm sure that exists somewhere.
Yeah.
Pumpkin spice everything exists somewhere.
So that's your food guilty pleasure. Did you have another one from the past, or that's it?
Keep going, bud.
No, I can't because I need to save some stuff for the game, or else it's just gonna be all my cards are on the table.
Yes. Okay.
You have so many. You're such a guilty boy.
Was there any other honorable mentions from anyone?
I think mine literally are all food, but I just need to say this just in case it's so niche. But there was these ice cream sandwiches from Trader Joe's, but they're made with tofu, so they're called Tofutti Cuties.
Okay.
And they're like vegan ice cream sandwiches, but in my like weird healthy childhood home, that was like the biggest treat I could ever have. So whenever my mom bought them, like that box would just mysteriously disappear within hours. Like,
yes.
I also have. Yeah, it's just
that's a bummer not having siblings because you're the automatic culprit.
They know.
Can't blame anyone.
Exactly.
And
they knew.
Fingers.
Oh no! I'm
but
so sorry.
For some reason, I still tried to hide it. Like, I still tried to be sneaky, even though it was obvious who it was.
Valiant effort.
Did you have a dog or any animals?
We did have a dog.
There you go. Okay.
He was about 6 pounds. I don't know if he would have been able to survive all
he could only eat so much.
That day he was 8 pounds.
He gained some weight from one day. Yeah. He levitated and opened the freezer.
It's the craziest thing. It's so crazy. You know I'm not making it up.
Hit me with the name again. What are they called?
Tofutti Cuties.
Tofutti Cuties.
I really wish I was a part of that meeting.
That's what I want Danny to call me. Hey, Tofutti Cutie.
All right, new nickname.
I want to use it as an insult next time I have to rage at somebody in gaming. You Tofutti Cutie.
What's real Tofutti Cutie?
They were actually pretty tasty. I wonder if I would like them today. I have no idea.
Trader Joe's, bring them back. Limited.
I know.
Start the Reddit, the subreddit.
Yeah, I'm sure there is one probably.
Find it.
That's wild. I've never thought about like a I don't want to say disgusting because you had good memories, but like a tofu-based dessert being a guilty pleasure is just so confusing to
That's
me.
how much non-dessert I had in my life.
Oh no.
I don't want to say you're disgusting, but
not the deprived child.
Okay, Mr. Candy Corn over there.
Okay, we're not supposed to judge each other. These
That's
are
true.
guilty,
We're supposed to let ourselves have our pleasures.
Oh man. My word.
Oh man. Well, they're guilty pleasures for a reason, right? And they're in the past for a reason. So
yes, that's true.
Not all.
Sadly.
Good to laugh about them.
Yes.
Alrighty. Well, who's ready for a game?
All right. I'm ready.
Game time. So we're gonna do 2 truths and a lie. So for our listeners, in case anyone has no idea what that is, the main point of the game is that each Tubbie has to pick 2 true statements and 1 lie, and these are all supposed to be based around guilty pleasures. And then the rest of us have to try to pick out which one is the lie. It's going to be quite tough because we know each other quite well. But I'm really excited and really interested to hear what y'all have to say. Who wants to start?
I mean, I can keep this train going if you want me to go.
Go for it.
Okay. So 2 truths and a lie, right?
All right, speak slow because I wanna really really see.
Okay. All right. You guys I don't know if I'm fooling anyone. We'll see. All right. So we got 2 truths and a lie. So one of the guilty pleasures I have is I enjoy singing alone in the car. I also really enjoy celebrity gossip, and I'm also a big fan of romantic anime and fan service type.
Ooh.
Oh man.
Okay, so singing alone in the car.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like that's probably pretty accurate. What do you guys think?
I think that's just true. Yeah.
Maybe.
Kenny, do you know these? Maybe. This is like a dead giveaway. You're pretty sure.
I think I know what it is, but
okay, then
I don't know what it is. I mean, I don't know what the last one really means.
It means like romantic and like kind of like.
What is fan service anime?
Oh gosh. Do the incognito mode.
Often appealing to the sexual arousal or humor. So you're not fans. For the record, humor. It is just romance. No.
So what is it, guys? Which one's right, wrong?
What was the second one again? I got completely lost.
Celebrity gossip, romantic anime and fan service type, and singing in the car.
I think celebrity gossip is the lie.
Why is that the lie?
Because we never talk. I like celebrity gossip, and we never bond over this.
Yeah, I don't think I've ever heard of it unless he's what celebrities are we talking about? Like A-list?
Sure, I don't know. I'm not.
He doesn't know. Okay, I agree. Okay, I vote for the celebrity one.
Kennedy, is that you? Yeah.
That was what I was doing.
That is the fake. Now, fan service to me isn't that, but yes. I'm more in the sense of like romantic, and there's some funny animes too that like use like make the guys awkward in that sense with like attractive women, and that I think can be really funny.
Well, it did say and humor, so
yeah.
True. There you go.
Yeah. All right. Well, that was a good one. We caught you red-handed, but
okay, I'll go next. All
right, go ahead, shoot.
So my first one is very similar to Trevor's first one, which is I like to sing in the car, but not only that, I search YouTube for like karaoke instrumental tracks and sing to the karaoke in the car. So that's number one.
Oh.
Wow.
That I may or may not do.
That's got to be true.
In the car.
Very specific.
My second one is that when we go out to eat, I just love ordering a Diet Coke. That's just like the best thing I could ever ask for. And the last one is that I am obsessed with watching true crime documentaries when I have time to kill. No pun intended.
Got him.
Nailed it.
Those are mine.
Got it right where it hurts.
Yep.
Danny, do you know?
I think I know, yeah.
Okay.
Kennedy, what's your guess? I'm trying to think like what she's ordered.
It's so I know I'm trying to envision the dinner table, but I'm also trying to view her from like a mom perspective. So would true crime like freak her out?
The first one I think is 100% true. I think that is something you do.
I know.
I'm glad. I'm happy for you. I'm very thankful that is something you do. I think that betters you as a person.
I think my guess is Diet Coke. I could be wrong.
I'm going with true crime. I don't think you've ever talked about true crime, but like I don't think you've ever ordered Diet Coke. It's two lies and a truth.
So we have a disagreement. Danny, what do you think?
Break it.
I think it's the Diet Coke.
No, it's
what?
Not.
I know you best.
It's true crime.
I don't feel bad if the husband got it wrong.
What was the last time you ordered Diet Coke?
Because the last time we went out to eat, which was probably not that like a while ago, but
wait, how did you phrase the true crime question?
I said that I like watching true crime documentaries when I have free time.
Yeah,
and I simply don't.
I feel like I have seen some true crime documentaries on Netflix before.
Kennedy hit the nail on the head in that I just can't do it anymore.
Yeah, that's why I was saying. I feel like we've had those talks.
I used to be that person, and then also nowadays there's a whole discourse on the internet about just like how morally correct it is to even consume true crime like content or stuff, because it's like I was watching a video about a true crime cruise Like, just absolutely not. That's so weird. So,
What?
it's just putting a weird taste in my mouth, and I can't enjoy it anymore. And I'm just I just keep thinking, like, this is a person. Like, why would this is just making me feel stressed.
Mm-hmm.
So, but I used to like them. So you're not.
I don't feel as bad.
You're not totally off, but. And I do order Diet Coke, and I do think that's the truest form of a guilty pleasure that I have, because I just do love it so much, but I know it's so bad.
I know, and that's what got me. I was like, I feel like because it's bad.
I know.
But nice job.
It's like only when we go out, I would never buy it.
Like 2.5 truths and half a lie. I feel like that was...
You just feel bad you got it wrong.
You're in a hole. Stop digging.
I threw you off.
Alrighty, who's next? Let's, Kennedy, you can go ahead.
Okay. Here we go. I love complaining and gossiping, as well as hearing other people's complaints and gossip. I'm also a huge sucker for some, and Trevor probably doesn't know this, some fantasy novel fan fiction. I also am quite an OCD freak. And if there's one eyelash bugging me, obviously it gets plucked. But if there's any others growing in any weird way, out in the same appointment with the mirror.
Okay.
Those
are all so specific.
What were they again?
Sierra or Kennedy?
Why am I recapping?
Sierra, if you will, repeat my points.
Well, I'm assuming Trevor probably knows, so we have to be the ones.
No, I can recap. If
the first one, okay. I forgot the first one.
So we've got, to simplify it, complaining and gossiping. Fantasy novel fan fiction, and then just plucking any weird eyelashes all in one go.
Can you give me I'm gonna stop belling me. Can I have an example of a fan fiction of
romance
fantasy?
novels?
Yeah. So they're based off of Cassandra Clare, who does the Mortal Instruments and then Infernal Devices, and then she has a newer one.
True.
Have you heard of any of those, Sarah?
No.
No, how do you know if it's true?
I pretty much have all the books.
You just made up a name randomly.
She's that good.
Oh, man.
I kind of think that's the lie, but I also could go eyelashes. And I'm not decided yet, so I need to see what everyone else thinks.
More time.
Eyelashes or eyebrow hairs?
Eyelashes.
Interesting. That hurts a lot.
Not anymore.
Oh, wow.
You don't understand because you don't pluck. At least not that I'm aware of.
You don't pluck. It's you don't
pluck. What? I didn't realize that was a diss.
Do you even pluck?
You don't pluck, bro.
You don't pluck.
You even pluck?
I guess I have to ask the obvious. Trevor, do you think you know?
Yeah, I think I know.
Okay.
I'm gonna go
What's your vote?
I'm gonna go with the novels, the fan fiction.
What about you, pluck, bro?
I'm kind of agreeing. Fan fiction.
Okay.
I also agree, but I think you probably used to have it. I think you probably used to have this guilty pleasure, but you don't anymore.
Okay.
Yes, you guys got it.
Yeah.
Nice. It wasn't a guilty pleasure. They've popped up in when I was trying to do lore searches, so I've read a couple, but I'm not a huge fan fiction. I need the true canon source.
The canon. I agree. Mm-hmm. I think fan fiction is just it just doesn't make any sense to me. But maybe I just haven't come across the right one.
We have all those books on the shelf too.
Yes.
And so she has read all those books. And that's why I feel like maybe in the past she would have looked it up when she actually read them, because she doesn't read those anymore.
No, I don't. That is pure high school fantasy garbage in my eyes now. Yeah. But I still have them. But no, guys,
it's high school musical.
It is purely an OCD thing with the eyelashes. I'll go in because one's poking my eye, and then if there's any that are growing funny, they're gone. What? And then I feel like I have a perfect set of lashes
How do you have enough lashes?
How do you have any left?
If I did that, I would have 0
superior
lashes.
genes.
So
Amazing.
the eyelashes, are they like ingrown when they grow and poke your eye? I'm confused.
Ingrown.
They're not ingrown. That's growing back into the skin. No, I don't know what causes them to. I don't have those. Thank gosh, that sounds horrible. But I don't know what causes eyelashes to do that, but they're gone.
Have you ever tried just like curling your eyelashes and then they would get out of the way? It's just easier to pluck it out.
That wouldn't be a guilty pleasure if she curled.
Yeah.
Do you even curl?
I have like a weird.
You even?
So little story time. Curlers sometimes scare me because one time in high school, I guess I curled too hard and I like kind of curled to where the inside of the upper lid came out, and that always freaked me out.
That is creepy.
I curl with caution.
Dang.
So
I've never heard
easy
that.
to pluck.
That is the most intense curling.
That was the. But when people did that in school, when they would flip their.
Oh, no. Immediately.
Yes.
I hate you for the rest of my life.
Like, exactly. So it was like trauma unfolded as that event happened. So I'm a little.
I heard that it was
very gently.
Just the look is what triggered you then. Okay, because I heard that.
Yeah, because it didn't like hurt. And like I could, but it was just like, oh.
Yeah.
Because I heard there was a wives' tale that because they were like, oh, you could get stuck like that. You'll always be like that or whatever. And I was like, I didn't actually do that. But like,
good.
Just general.
Oh,
you guys want to see something?
There was always that one kid on the playground that's like, look what I can do. And then he's just like, I'm like, why can you do that? Don't do it anymore.
It was the same era. I don't know if you guys ever crossed any, the kids who shot milk out of their eyeballs too.
Yeah. It was always the same kids,
Whoa.
or they were friends.
Yeah, exactly. They sat by each other at the lunch table.
They taught each other their tricks.
Freaks.
Don't like it. they're like 7 years old. They're like weirdos.
So think about these moments. Milk is not supposed to come out of eyes. All right.
Impressive. I want to meet one of
these.
these.
Good job, guys.
They're like the lizards. Lizards can shoot blood out of their eyes.
Okay. See, all the more reason it shouldn't happen. Only tears come out of our eyes.
They're supposed to.
Interesting.
All right.
Alrighty. I guess I'll end us off.
Yes.
Oh, we gotta have more rounds than this.
Hopefully, okay, yeah, we can.
Or at least I need to hear people's like current guilty pleasures.
Yeah.
Okay.
First one is I love the smell of new tires.
Okay.
Okay.
I got that tires.
Like
tires.
Goodyear, like
just take a
chef's
whiff.
kiss.
Name another tire. Name another tire.
This feels, I don't know. I'm not looking at them. I'm smelling them.
I can't pause.
Why did we drop Goodyear?
Dude, you just go up to other cars and just like random new cars and sniff them. Have you ever been found in like a new car parking lot?
No, I don't know. I don't know. I don't know if those are new tires. Like when you go
smelling new tires.
When you get new
what
tires.
Are you saying?
How often are you getting new tires? Pretends to drop something to sniff
really
a set of tires.
Oh,
I dropped this. My bad. Anyways, that's the first one.
Okay, yeah, keep going.
Yes, the first one was I love the smell of new tires.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Second one is my favorite show to watch, just like on the background as like comedy, is Hannah Montana season 2.
Okay.
And last one is I love going to KFC for only the mac and cheese. No chicken, no nothing else. Only the mac and cheese.
There's no way Hannah Montana is your favorite comedy.
He does have a sister who's obsessed
There's
with
no
it.
way you can only just get mac and cheese. That is not a complete meal for you.
This is two truths and a lie. Remember.
That's what I'm saying. Like you're missing your other main courses or main sections in that meal.
No protein. There's like barely any protein in mac and cheese.
Hot take that chicken bowl though. The chicken bowl from KFC was so
I wouldn't
good.
know. I wouldn't know.
So good.
Sierra, do you have a good idea?
Help us. Well, she can't.
Don't help us. I'm just curious if she has a good idea.
I'm conflicted. I think so. But
no, then it can't be the mac if she's conflicted.
Yeah.
I'm gonna lock into the Hannah Montana.
Okay.
I'm locked in. You're a tire sniffer, you freak.
I'm gonna go tires. I think that's.
I was gonna say I actually might go tires. I know that sounds like I'm jumping after Sierra.
Let me be wrong. Let it be tires.
In my defense, he randomly listed off a good year. Chef's kiss.
True.
I think he low-key likes the smell of like Sharpies, maybe, but tires.
I don't think I've ever. Where does one smell like fresh tires?
Okay. So I'll tell. You can ask questions afterwards. So the correct answer, which means the lie, is Hannah Montana.
Okay.
Let's go.
So you do like tires.
You're my boy.
I thought but maybe that was your ploy. The Hannah Montana was like so obvious of like it's like so obvious it can't be the lie, but it was. Sierra, why did you think tire was the lie?
She didn't want to believe. She didn't want to believe that was.
I told you at some point.
Well, no,
a long time ago about the tire thing. Sounds like a freaking scandal,
dude.
It's not that big of a deal. I also enjoy the smell of new tires. I will say.
Oh.
And like I think it smells like it's like the new car smell. It's like the same kind of vibe, you know.
Sure.
But similar to like I enjoy the smell of like bleach, like just nice smells.
Bleach. I think I'm a Sharpie girl. I think I like the smell of Sharpies.
Sharpies for
I
sure.
like Pine Sol a little better more than bleach. Bleach is like a little stronger. Like
it just smells clean. It's like there's no germs here, and that's a great smell.
Lemon pledge.
We all have our own specific clean smell.
Yes.
You know what one of the saddest things in the first world problem life is that natural cleaning products do not smell good. They smell not very good and they don't smell clean. And it's so annoying because I just want to use the stuff that's toxic because it just smells so good.
I feel like you're actually cleaning more.
Yes, like it smells like I actually did something. Whereas with the natural stuff, it's just like, who knows? Like,
who knows?
It doesn't smell bad. So, yeah, that's a complaint I have.
I agree with you, though. I hate using natural cleaning stuff because it just doesn't feel like it's cleaning.
Yes.
Yeah, it's not. Doesn't have the oomph to like actually clean.
Same with air fresheners.
Yeah, but the other chemical stuff is just you're just killing yourself. So you choose.
But everything is killing yourself. The time is killing you. Everything, the air is killing you. Everything is killing you. Is it worth
tires?
a clean smell?
I'm sure those are.
The tire smell is killing us.
Yeah, you don't burn
it's
those.
All killing us. Yeah, that's a good one. That is a good one.
I don't even remember your third round. What was your third one?
The mac and cheese.
The mac and cheese. That's true. I knew that was true because I remember thinking it was weird the first time that he did it.
Do you eat it by itself, or do you go then to another restaurant to, let's say, get chicken to pair with it, or do you just sit and eat the mac and cheese by itself?
I mean, I've like if I had like bacon bits, then I would throw them in there. But like
that's just topping.
No,
so you just eat it.
Straight mac, yeah. I can get a whole.
But you eat a lot of it.
Yeah,
it's like a tray.
The problem was back in college, I would get mac and cheese for lunch with like little popcorn nugget chickens.
Oh,
and they discontinued those for a while, so I was only getting the mac and cheese. But in order to eat enough, I paid like $30 worth of mac and cheese.
What in the world?
Oh my god!
Because I could just eat a lot. Because it's not filling. It's not like
it's just carbs.
Exactly.
Right.
And milk.
That's when it happened. That's when I got addicted.
Question.
It's true.
For this, are you a fork user or a spoon? Are you scooping or are you shoveling?
Depends on, well, back in the day, depends on how much time I had before class.
Okay. Well, today in your casual dining.
Oh, you just fork, yeah.
Fork.
Yeah.
Hands if possible, but fork is pretty good.
Hands.
Okay.
I mean, you do sometimes have to like have your finger on the ridge of the bowl or plate to get that the last little bit of food. You have to push it onto the fork or spoon. You know, you sometimes you have to use your finger
Is that
to
a
kind of.
I don't do that.
To get the food.
I don't know how to respond to this.
Sometimes you got to put a little finger on the food to help.
Just a little nudge.
Just right there where it needs to go.
Little love tap.
You just gotta do it. You gotta do it.
I gotta do it.
That's so funny. Wow.
Does everyone have enough for round two?
I could go. I could do a quick round two.
They're just
One
not.
do. My other ones are not as good. They're like
They're not as good. I want to know, even if we're aware, I just want to hear everyone's guilty pleasures and just embrace it. Tell us why it's your guilty pleasure.
All right, I'll hit you with the rest of the ones I put on my list. So
the rest is pretty up there. But
let me go through some of the fake ones real quick, and then I'll tell you the real ones. So some of the fake ones I had was eating a whole thing of ice cream. I had taking selfies on my fake list. I had just chocolate on my fake list, and I had social media profile creeping on there as well for my fake.
That is a real one that I do.
Oh, there you go.
I definitely look up people and
I would not thought that Trevor would have done that.
No,
that's true.
So some of the other ones.
So tell me true ones then.
So I Love Island is on there. I do love
Absolutely.
Island. Yeah, shout out, sponsor us. Yeah, okay. And this is one I wasn't probably going to use because it's like but spending money on my PC is like a guilty pleasure, right? Because some of the parts are really expensive, but like we could use that money for other stuff. But like, come on.
That's an interesting question. Like everyone can maybe answer too. Is what is everyone's guilty pleasure to spend money on?
Yeah.
Oh, interesting.
PC
so you're guilty because you're spending money on something else.
Yeah.
Mine is clothes.
Yeah, mine is clothes too. Mine is a lot of things. Clothes and food. Those are my two.
I don't feel guilt for food anymore. I used to not spend money on food, period. Like I would always save it, but now Candy's converted me and I love spending money on food.
I don't think I've
gone the other way. Danny has converted me to be more responsible.
That's good.
Which is
good. Good job.
Good.
Danny, what do you spend money on?
Pleasure in spending money. I don't really spend too much guilty-wise.
You don't like enjoy spending money. It's
if
so
I
weird.
were to, it would probably be like setup stuff. Like
I was gonna say
getting some cool like gadgets, gizmos, you know, Mr. Inspector stuff.
Yes,
and what's its galore,
plants,
if you will.
You know, more lights, RGB.
RGB. So I had two more on my list. Eating a whole thing of Chips Ahoy cookies. I love that. Dude, chewy Chips Ahoy cookies. Dude, I could devour. I've eaten so many of them. Yeah, there's no other flavor.
Right? Disgusting. They taste so fake.
They're so good.
There's so many other better cookies.
They're so good. I would compare it to eating tires. Okay.
Oh, you're just eating cookie dough.
No, Danny, I know what your guilty pleasure is for cookies. I'm gonna expose you.
I did.
No.
Those like frosting cookies
from
like Albertsons or whatever.
That is just
it's just sugar on sugar.
As you can tell, I'm a big straight sugar. Don't care for any of the other in between dough parts.
Just
give me sugar.
The last one I had on my list was falling asleep to TV. I love having TV on sometimes when I fall asleep, even though it's like wasting electricity and you're not getting as much rest. And who knows what episode you land on when you wake up finally.
Right.
Yep.
Scroll back. I would never shame you falling asleep to TV, but interesting. You're guilty because you're wasting a little bit of electricity.
Oh, or like, you should really get up, brush your teeth, get in bed, and instead of just like falling asleep on the couch and
right.
Go to bed. You're tired. Your body says. But no, sometimes you're like, and you know it's happening too. You'll be like, oh yeah, I'm not gonna turn this off and go brush my teeth and go to bed. I'm just gonna let this happen. All right?
Like, I've known from the first episode.
You're like trying to like keep track. Okay, I'm right here in this episode, and then you just let it go. You just let your sleep take you.
Yes.
So you feel guilty for your teeth. That's what you're saying.
Yeah. The few I have left.
I think a guilty pleasure that we used to have a lot is like binge watching shows and like not going to bed when we definitely should because we needed to watch it. And obviously Love Island was one of those. You know when they land on the cliffhanger and then you get to Casa Amor and you're like, oh, now I gotta watch it for sure. You can't go to bed now.
Yes.
And but sadly we haven't done that in a while. But it's a good one. I would still do that for sure.
Yeah, that's
Current
my list.
ones though? Anyone else?
Oh, I will share.
Okay.
I too have a guilty pleasure of enjoying romance anime. Just nice sweet spot there. Eating ice cream any time of the day. I think my favorite time of the day to eat ice cream is middle of the day. And I also
lunch time
just it's like the dessert for lunch. It's just after lunch.
Okay, yes.
Does that have a special name or is it dessert as well?
I don't know.
I think it's just dessert. No matter
It's
what
just
time
ice
of day.
cream. I don't even call it dessert. It's just ice cream. It's just it's a part of the food groups.
And there's like dinner and like brunch and lunch and all that stuff. I was curious if there's like
it's just the ice cream
lunch
hour.
dessert. So lizard.
Lizard. Yep. Most of the time I eat the whole pint. So another thing I down in a sitting.
Wait. Question.
Yeah.
How big is the pint? I don't eat
like
ice cream that much.
Ben and Jerry's.
It's the little ones, right? That's the pint. Yeah.
Ben
it's not like a gallon.
Got it. Okay. Thank you.
Yeah, so I can easily do that with the bears for ice cream for bears, but
bears for ice cream.
Bears for ice cream.
Bears are organizing in the forest.
50% of proceeds go to bears for ice cream.
That's the ice cream I need.
The bears have created a cause. They have signs.
I'm so sorry, bears.
Bears for ice cream, bears for ice cream, bears for president, bears for everything.
Oh my gosh.
Man, I don't know why that's so funny, but that is
hilarious, but I love it. Okay, full pint of ice cream. Perfect. Approved.
Yes.
12-gallon bucket. Danny, how big is 12-gallon bucket?
Runner up would be a whole box of the Back to Nature chocolate chip cookies. Crunchy. I don't think there's even a chewy. They're just crunchy. So down the hatch they go. The beautiful British baking show. I love it to pieces.
That's a good one.
And then specifically, obviously Love Island. But I can only watch the UK. I can't do US or Australia.
The others don't even exist in my head.
No.
There's some good reels for some of the other ones, but that's enough for me.
Yeah. And then I too really like falling asleep to TV or just falling asleep before getting ready for bed in general. I don't know why. It's like I need my sleep, but I don't want to officially sign off for the day. So
that's so interesting.
On the couch I go.
I can't do that. I can't enjoy. It's almost like it takes the pleasure out of it. I can't go to sleep knowing I haven't gotten ready. It's actually annoying. I can't relax until I know that everything is ready to go.
You should try watching Hannah Montana.
Season 2.
I don't think I could.
Season 2
specifically.
But my final is just binge watching shows. I can't stop. If it's good and there's episodes, it's gone in a day.
Won't stop.
Absolutely.
Yeah. I have a question. Do you watch Netflix? So sometimes Netflix releases half the season and then the rest a couple weeks later. Danny won't let us watch the show unless all the episodes have been released for that very reason, that if there's a cliffhanger, we need to watch it immediately. So do you have the restraint to do that? Because I don't. I agree with him, but I can't do that.
Solid point. Makes sense from Danny, but no, I can't wait.
Yeah.
Logically speaking, probably should wait and can't do it.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Danny is so self-restrained.
Well, because you have the desire to binge it now, and then you're like,
no, you make total sense.
Convince yourself that you're binging because it's still 3 or 4 episodes. So you got
just
3 or
find
4
another show
hours.
that you can binge that has everything out already.
Yeah,
it's not the same.
In today's world too, you don't get spoilers. You have to watch it. If you don't watch it, you can't go on socials or anything like that. You gotta just get there. The whole rest of the world.
That's only if it's a big enough show. If you can find a small enough, because most of the time I'm finding the shows that I'm
to be fair,
holding out on are
to your defense, no one's
been
watching
out for a while.
Yeah, no one's watching Hannah Montana anymore. Okay, so yeah, you can binge that whenever you need to.
There's some spoilers I can tell you.
I've seen them all.
Love is Blind is one of the shows they do that for. And so I don't think your algorithm is giving you Love is Blind reels. So you're not going to get spoilers, but I definitely will. So
see, there you go. You're ruining your wife's life.
overall. Yeah.
Fair point. Fair point.
Sarah, what's on? Or Kennedy, did you have any interesting fake ones?
I should have used this one, but Taco Bell, that was a guilty pleasure of mine. It was like the same with Jack in the Box. You used to hit up those bean burritos, the power bowls, the beloved chalupa, aka the chapoopy.
Yes.
No.
When I see a commercial, definitely start salivating. Just it's that crunchy shell. Sleeping in, procrastination, social media stalking, celebrity gossip.
I thought you said social media, stalking. Social media stalking.
I'm definitely addicted to social media, just not stalking.
As you do.
Playing video games all day and then eating fast food. But
Speaking
I
of
think you
social
guys would have
media,
got those all too.
like reel surfing is I guess a guilty pleasure for me too. Yeah, you get lost in the reels.
Scrolling, yeah.
That one I definitely don't feel good afterwards.
No.
I'm like, whoa.
Wasted too much time on that.
Way too much time. Yeah.
When the chat is blowing up, I'm like, oh man.
It's happening.
Probably not gonna feel good after this.
She knows. Oh, they're gonna regret
They're
that in
having
the
a rough
morning.
day.
That is
I'm like, I text you like, hey, just checking in. You okay?
That is a highlight of the day. When someone goes on a tangent, like when I see Sierra send like 5 in a row, I'm like, it's gonna be good.
Or when I finally catch up with all the reels in the chat, like I have to set aside time to respond to each one. And then I get scared that if I don't like one, that person, whoever sent it, is going to be like, oh no. They
don't worry
like
about
one.
it. It's a true fear. If you like someone else's and not mine.
And then it's a whole thing. And then I feel like I catch up with the chat. This is such a tangent. I catch up with the chat after I see a reel that I want to send, but I'm scared that it's already been sent. So that I'm like, I have to now go back and watch the curation so that it's not sent. And then after I respond, then I can send it.
Yep.
You know?
Yeah.
It's the way it should be properly done.
Yep.
Yes.
Anyway, yeah. That's a huge guilty pleasure, is just social media in general.
Well, like us on ours.
Yeah. Go follow us for sure. I think as well, I like to look at different people's like comment sections. I know that's really weird, but like sometimes I like to see what people are saying, especially if there's like some drama or people are upset at somewhat. Like I like to look at all the drama on social media, like see the tea, and like I never comment, but I love just like being like, ooh, like they had receipts and like this person found this, and that's really, really fun, but it's also very dumb and a waste of time.
Yeah, there's some videos you gotta pop into those comments because you know they're juicy, and then there's always the like top comment that's like, I came straight to the comments, and it's like, same brother.
You're like, yep, I agree. Yeah, those are my social media related ones. I have so many food ones for sure.
Oh, give us some, please.
I still to this day really like trail mix. Like that's really hard for me to portion. Like I eat a lot of it in one sitting if I have a big bag.
Yes.
I think go ahead.
Just before we leave the trail mix,
please.
How do you eat it, in the sense, do you make sure to get a little of everything in one bite, or do you just one at a time ingredient pick?
Very pick 'em.
So it's a long answer. Essentially, I like to get
I appreciate this.
Technically, I like to get a little bit of each thing, but the ratio has to be correct. So there has to be. I love raisins, and everyone needs to like
jump on the wagon with you. I
love the raisins. Okay, when there's salt, especially like And so when there's more, and they never proportion it like that. There's always more nuts, and there's too many.
Yeah, for me, I'm usually 1 almond to 2 M&Ms.
I think get rid of the almonds. Why are there? There's always so many almonds.
We are not sharing the same bag of trail mix here.
That's fine. You can have the almonds.
Oh, you guys
I'll take
benefit
your
each
raisins.
other.
Yeah, it's a symbiotic relationship.
Give you my raisins. We are the perfect marriage.
Yep, we are.
Because I hate raisins.
The squares that are like the barbed wire squares.
What? Get out of this trail mix chat.
Oh, okay.
Okay,
I'll have a bowl of raisins.
What is it called?
Chex Mix.
Yeah.
Hey, I love Chex Mix. We can be the perfect marriage for Chex Mix.
Yeah.
I'll have a bowl of raisins on the side that I have picked out of my.
Perfect. I'll eat them all on their own. And so I end up basically with a bag at the end of the day, basically of just like peanuts and almonds.
We end up with a bag of raisins. We get to
mix nuts. It's so annoying because you pay for the whole bag and you don't even enjoy. Anyways, very niche, but yeah. So definitely love trail mix, but let's see what else. I just love sugar. I'm a huge ice cream person as well. Like definitely. But I like to go out and get ice cream. And that's where Danny and I differ because he likes to buy ice cream from the store and I like to go get ice cream.
Interesting.
You can get better flavors from going out, but then you get better value from going to the store.
Yeah, I don't care about the value
in
that situation.
Yeah.
Also, yeah, with ice cream, I gotta have a little texture in it, and he just likes plain chocolate or whatever. So,
lame.
Yeah, I don't know, Danny. What I feel like you know my guilty pleasure with food more than I do because you see what I eat. But yeah, I just anything with sugar really. I will move on from food, and I have just such a niche random one, and I think I've told the squad this before. But just exposing myself to everyone else, I always at all times have a Harry Potter audiobook just going like in my life. So just whenever I need like background, I think that's also another guilty pleasure is just I always have noise around. Like I never have silence, which is probably not good. But yeah, just good old Jim Dale narrating Harry Potter, just always laundry.
It's so wholesome.
Yeah, I guess. I think it's weird. Like I think it's kind of weird because it's just like constant. But
how many times do you think you've listened to him? This will tell me if it's weird or not.
Oh, it's literally countless. It's been since I was a child. So.
Okay, that is weird.
Does it show like the amount of times you've listened or no?
No, because before I had Audible, I would go to the library and get the CDs to where you would have to switch out the CDs because there were so many and it was such a long book.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
Well, I can't wait to have a Harry Potter episode. That's going to be great.
Oh,
wow. Gonna be crazy.
Yeah. That's all I got, really. That is
good to meet you.
Feels like a new person, huh?
Yeah, does it feel better getting
that out?
Yeah.
It does. I feel seen.
Yeah.
Even if I'm judged, at least I'm not hiding anymore, you know?
Did you have any more, Danny?
Yes. And I have a final question, but Danny, I would I think we all want to hear your guilty pleasures.
That you didn't share.
Guilty pleasures I didn't share that do not include Hannah Montana.
Love her.
I think a guilty pleasure that I have sometimes is when I'm at the gym and I have to do leg day and I just say, screw it, I'm just going to do arms.
Yeah.
Not skipping leg day.
Yeah, you skip leg day.
I feel guilty after that, but it also feels really good. So it's definitely guilty pleasure.
I have the opposite problem. I only do whenever I randomly decide I want to do weight training, I just always do leg day.
Can't help it. In terms of food, I think a guilty pleasure that I have a lot is way too much syrup on waffles, pancakes, way too much salad dressing on salad.
Yes.
It's just I can't help it. Half the bottle, done. One serving. Like that's a guilty pleasure for sure.
That's such a waste.
Do you get all of that, both the sauce and the syrup? Like, is there any left in your bowl or on your plate? Or
okay, it also is a thing for ketchup, ranch, you name it. I do consume a good majority of it, so people would still probably be disgusted, but I don't quite get everything most of the time. But like, I need to have it.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know why. It just has
if
to
it
be
wasn't there,
so.
you would have needed it.
Exactly. I would have
ran
been
out.
too less.
Do you lick any of the sauce when you don't?
No, it has to be with the actual.
So
whatever.
If there's like crumbs of chicken strips left and there's a little ranch, are you like using your finger to swipe all that up, or are you leaving it?
No, I just go buy more ranch.
What?
Wasn't the question? Maybe
well. You're like, have 2 crumbs left. You're like, I need more ranch.
I go to the store to buy more ranch for those 2 crumbs.
Yep.
And then eat them because I ran out with the normal chicken strip. So I gotta go to the store. Sierra, I'll be right back. I gotta
This is why we have a Sam's Club membership. We're only 2 people. And we need family size items for each thing.
Family size ranch. That's right, baby. No, I get what you're saying. No, I wouldn't do that. No.
Okay.
You would just leave the crumbs and like,
I get those crumbs and ranch.
Dang.
No, it has to be like I can completely douse whatever it is, but once it's like stuck in there, it's gone.
What? What? I'm getting so lost. I have the image of a stack of chicken strips and he's just dumping sauce.
Once you start hearing the chicken strips cry for help because you've doused them so much, you're like, I can no longer eat you.
No, once they're fully submerged, I can't save it anymore. It's gone.
Disgusting, Danny.
I'm so confused.
It's like he eats it in a bowl. He eats a bowl for every meal because he has to.
Oh man!
Oh my gosh!
I have so many things I want to share right now.
I need to just observe how you eat next time. I think more closely.
Yes. Behind the scenes, don't worry.
You know what's a really, really sad feeling is when you pull a bowl of cereal and you don't have any milk. You know.
That is really sad. Or as
that
well
is tragic.
milk.
I
like if you have just a little bit.
Eaten dry cereal out of desperation before.
I used to only eat dry cereal. I used to not like milk in my cereal when I was a kid.
I've always been.
The other thing I did with a kid was I'd pour like guilty pleasure, like from when I don't do this anymore. I haven't done this for a long time. But I used to pour just garlic salt into a bowl. like a good amount, and then take just a cheese stick and dip the cheese stick in there and just eat the cheese stick in the garlic sauce. I remember sitting out back on the deck doing it so that no one could see, and I was probably 4 or 5 years old.
I remember putting just sugar, like spoonfuls of sugar in milk. And just like drinking it when I was like 5 probably.
That was my favorite part after having Frosted Flakes was the sugary milk.
Yeah, I would put
that.
honey on top of Honey Nut Cheerios, like more honey.
You are literally
to make it more sweet.
addicted.
Like I need like a lot of sugar in my life.
I used to take Frosted Flakes and dip them in the Jiffy, like the marshmallow.
Oh my!
Ooh my! That is thick cereal.
That is sugar.
Have you guys? What's the lowest thing you've ever done when you're out of milk for cereal? Like not eating it dry. Like I remember, one time I think I didn't really understand, but I used like half and half in my cereal because I was like, well, that's what we have, and it's basically milk.
I've done that,
and then I was like, oh wow, that's not what that's for.
That is not the same.
I think most of the time I accept defeat. It just wasn't meant to be. I'll get my cereal another day.
I just poured
so sad.
It is tragic.
Let's go buy some more milk.
Yes.
Kennedy had a question. I don't know if Danny had any more guilty pleasures. We got off topic there. I don't even.
Yeah. Do you have any more?
No, I have. That's enough. Enough of my guiltiness is out there between tire sniffing and using all the condiments in America.
Yeah. Drenching.
I think this is more of a couples question, but are there any guilty pleasures you think the other person has that they either don't realize or like just don't want to admit? Like, I feel like Trevor, to kind of
Oh, you just
under
want to
the
share
bus.
something about me. Okay.
No, I asked the question. I'll start it. If you could fire away at me. I feel like you do enjoy a good nose picking.
I do.
Yeah, I think you just clear
You've
nostrils
admitted
and
it.
no shame.
No.
But I do think
Kennedy, you need to get for Trevor the thing you use for babies where you just suck the snot out.
It wouldn't work. It would clog. You'd have to get a.
Trevor, you want it? We have it. We have the nose Frida. We have the nose Frida.
Yes.
Wait, you could suck your own snot out. That's
You could.
crazy.
Mm-hmm. I do it without the nose suck. I can my mouth just goes right over my nose, and then I spit it out.
Yeah.
Like a vacuum.
You know what I do like doing in addition to picking my nose? I like in the shower, and I'm just like luging it
Oh,
up.
no.
Finger blow.
One
Yes.
finger blow and just letting it out.
That is actually
Getting it
guilty
out.
pleasure because
What if you miss and it hits your foot or something? Or
Watch out!
gosh.
You're in the shower. It's gonna go
Okay,
down the drain.
Oh no.
Hold on. It's a little side. It's not a guilty pleasure. At least I don't think it is. This makes me think of it. Do you guys, on the topic of shower and things in the shower, do you pee before the shower or do you pee in the shower?
No, before. Danny and I talked about this on like our second date. We like made sure. We were like,
I think it's
do
a
you pee
necessary
in the
thing to
shower?
know. Yeah, you can't like just no.
Yeah.
I go before. I mean, I
It's
pee in the
okay.
shower.
I wouldn't judge someone. It's just like in my own shower. If we're sharing a shower.
Mm-hmm. I'd pee in any other body of water, but not shower,
A
bathtub.
pool?
Hot tubs,
Oh,
pools.
I didn't think about a pool. I would not pee
Yeah.
in a pool. I meant like
like,
an ocean or a lake or something.
Okay, like natural bodies of water. Got
Are
it.
you sure about that? He just pees in his water bottle. Yeah. Anyway, no, I pee in the shower. I just go before the shower, but sometimes I still like, I gotta go again, and it just happens.
Oh,
But I do go before.
okay.
Oh.
Yes. Did anyone have any?
Did you pee in the shower?
I pee if I have to go after I've gotten in the shower. I don't hold my pee to then enter the shower and let it go.
Right.
Yeah. Good clarification there.
I think Danny's guilty pleasure that he won't admit to anybody is the mobile games.
Yeah.
Like
I-
RuneScape.
It's not that guilty to me.
Yes, it is because you don't tell anyone about it. You like keep it a secret.
Who would I be telling? My coworkers? I'm so confused.
I don't know. I just feel like you have to meet somebody who like also has that interest.
I also like
Um,
mobile games, so
Yeah.
Oh, absolutely, yeah. Other friends play other than like Pokemon and stuff like that, so Marvel Snaps, so it's not too crazy.
That's true.
And you already hit on a lot of
Guilty-
yours.
Kennedy's guilty pleasure.
I'm so sorry. I didn't think this would be that.
It's really a
It's such
head scratcher.
head dinger. What do they call the head ringer, head binger? You know,
Finger.
one of those. I think Kennedy likes to work on stuff, and she gets consumed by it. Like case in point, this is podcast. Like this is what she loves to talk about and just work on.
Mm.
I was
so I
like
think
guilty.
Because like
Right.
she, I think she feels guilty because she could be spending more time with her like family, so to speak. But it's. I think that we all have that guilt a little bit regardless of what we're doing.
Definitely.
So
Mhm.
I would say that right now that's probably her biggest one because it's truthfully we're not doing too much else.
Yeah.
I think you already hit on a lot of like what you like your Harry Potter, obviously. Certain foods.
I think that was a deep dive into all of our inner life,
Absolutely. Wow.
What happened? I blacked out there for a couple hours.
Good thing you forgot it all.
Yeah, okay.
Alrighty, guys. Well, we definitely overshared and underscared all of y'all. So we appreciate you listening, and we're gonna sign off for tonight and end on a good note. Bye.
Okay. Yeah, bye.
Bye, guys.
Bye.
I don't know how to do the bye shit.
Pie?
You got pie?
Goodbye. I think he said goodbye.
Goodbye.
Goodbye. I've got some good pie.
Good pie. That's my guilty pleasure is good pie. Hey everyone, Danny here. Thanks for sticking around till the end. Don't forget to give us a follow on all the socials and subscribe to our show wherever you get your podcast. See you on the flip side.